So let's talk about the Hawks. The Hawks is our special investigative unit that replaced the Scorpions. That had a crazy success rate in prosecuting crimes, from organized crime through to political corruption, etc. And needless to say, their success sealed their doom. One of the first things that newly elected President Jacob Zuma did in 2009 was to get his lackeys in the ANC to agree that the Scorpions had to be scrapped because they were getting a little bit too close to a couple of politically connected people. Now we know books have been written about how the whole justice system has been captured, and we went through the pain of the Zondo Commission, which cost us over R1 billion, and we kept on hearing about this whole hollowing out of the justice system. But let's understand that the hollowing out continues to this day. It continues not because it's hollowed out, but because people just are very happy to have an excuse not to do their work. Now imagine if you could pitch up at work today, every day of your life, and you could say, I'd love to do my job, but in actual fact, I can't quite do my job because I don't have enough resources, and that's why I have to play solitaire all day. Well, here are some staggering figures out of the Hawks. They need about 5,300 positions filled, and they only have staff of 2,688, which by their logic means that they can't prosecute any cases, or hardly any. We know how many cases came out of the Zondo Commission. Guess how many the Hawks are investigating? They're investigating 4. 4 state capture cases out of the whole Zondo Commission. 4. Right? It is remarkable. One would imagine that if you have got half your staff missing, that you would investigate half. Surely, right? But no. We're going to do 4. They've only started to work on 50, but they're only investigating 4. This just goes to show how bad they are at their jobs. And the fact of the matter is that by putting out this number, by saying we've got a shortfall in staff, by saying that we've got a problem with capacity, it gives them the license to never do their job at all. And what is the biggest reason? What's the thing that stops them from doing what they need to do? It's the political pressure. So by not filling those posts, their political masters can say, well, you can't expect them to do their job. They are missing half of their people. Well, if you're missing half of your people, do half of your job. But that logic seems to evade our people in our criminal justice system. Now, this is a bad time to be using these excuses because the global wind has changed. The people of South Africa are sick and tired of this. We saw the hostile reception that Shamela Batoyi got when she tried to make out like her performance was good, when it's been nothing short of diabolical and almost treasonous. South Africans are tired of corruption. We are tired of our justice system not doing what we pay them to do. In my opinion, 2,688 staff at the Hawks is a lot of people. You can do a shed load of work, surely. And if it was you, if it was me, we'd be holding those 2,644 people to account to say, go out there and do it. If each one of you do a case a year, that's 2,644 convictions you would get, surely. But no, not in South Africa. In South Africa, until the last person is filled, the last position is filled, they're not going to do their jobs. Now, I'm curious to know these people that are not doing their jobs and the politicians that are standing and providing them cover. What do they think is going to happen in the next election? When this was such a big issue in the last election, and it saw the ANC lose their majority, do they think that more people are going to be happy? Do they think they are Or do you suppose they've just got to the point now where they just couldn't give a damn about voters or winning elections? I got a feeling it's the latter. I think that by now the ANC has given up any thoughts of winning the next election, because they know. They went to the White House, told the President of America and the world's media that South Africa has got a massive crime problem. We kill everybody, not just white farmers, as if that was okay. That was a good enough excuse. Do they expect that South Africans are just going to be happy with this kind of performance, and they're going to go to the polls the next time and say, oh yes, because you only had half of your staff numbers there, that allows you to prosecute only 4 people for state capture in a commission that cost the country over R1 billion. I'm confused. I'm frustrated like every other South African, and I don't think we've got to let this go. I know that the opposition parties in Parliament are asking very, very hard questions, and the answers they're being given are just not satisfactory. It's time for the Hawks to do their work. We'll see you again on the Political Insider.